Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for being here. My name is Andrew, coming to you from beautiful Costa Rica. Today's topic is going to be the circle of control. Think about that for a minute. Guys, if you like the content, please subscribe. And also, if you guys want to do one-on-one sessions with me, please drop an email at narcdailyvideos@gmail.com. Thank you. Guys, the circle of control. Let's think about this. What it is before you met the narcissist and before you understood what narcissism was, you were in control of your life, your future, your destiny, your aspirations, dreams, goals, everything. And right now, I'm sure you still are as well. It's just that things have changed a lot, and control is a big part of this. So going back to pre-narcissist, you know what I'm talking about. Your life was probably moving at a great rate and great pace. Things were going well, everything's good, and then boom, there's the narcissist. Of course, we didn't know what narcissism was back then. We do now, and we understand exactly how difficult, debilitating, destructive, and manipulating a relationship with a narcissist is. They are one-way streets to Toxicville, is what they are. Having said all these things, the narcissist throughout the relationship, when you were in it with them, in any capacity, most likely the narcissist has and or had control of the narrative of the relationship. And this goes with anything. It goes with a brother, sister, family member, significant other, neighbor, whomever, during different stages. But control is something that you never really actually addressed. You never really thought about it. Like being a healthy individual, and probably an empath, and again, thank you for being here on the channel, like you don't really think about control. You honestly don't, because you're accustomed to healthy relationships where no one needs control of a situation or a narrative. If you really think about what I just mentioned, it's completely true. Who needs control of something? In a healthy relationship with two people, it's expected to be, like I said, like a tennis match, like bing, bing, bing. You go back and forth and you accommodate and you help each other out and you help each other learn, grow, become educated, and you want each other to achieve the goals and the aspirations and the dreams and the focus of what that the person wants. So when you're in a healthy relationship, there's no reason for control. You don't need to have it. You just are, and you're peaceful and you're happy just being in the relationship because you don't need control. There's no reason to have control. So I think I've brought that to light. The point is when you're with a narcissist, it's not that way. And when you were in the relationship, I'm certain you didn't know what narcissism was, and you didn't understand, because why would you? There's no reason to be educated about narcissism at the time. Now, in this day and age, we all need to know what it is. We all need to become aware and educated and awakened. But I'm going to go back in time again. With the narcissistic relationship, it was about control. And you found yourself, when you were in the relationship, succumbing to the wishes of the narcissist many times. And you would do these things for many reasons. One, because it probably made your day easier to just accommodate the narcissist and just do what they wanted to do. Because heaven forbid, you don't listen to the narcissist and you don't do what they ask you to do. What's going to happen then? That's right, probably stonewalling, rage fit, gaslighting, invalidation, blame shifting. The list goes on. And we learned that throughout the narcissistic relationship. Why? Because that's how the narcissist thrives. That's how they exist. They exist on manipulating and controlling people, which is what this video is about, the circle of control. So when you were with the narcissist, they were controlling, and they were trying each and every day to break down your boundaries, to push you, to get you to do what they wanted to, even when you didn't want to, and or even when you thought maybe it wasn't the right thing to be doing. Because the narcissist, they're cowards, they're bullies, they're trapped in childlike mind frames. They need control. So let's think again. When you were with the narcissist or in the relationship, or like I say, maybe your brother, sister, family member, whomever is one right now, you understand that is about control. What they want to do is manipulate you and each and every individual they surround themselves with. That's how they get their supply. That's how they get their validation. That's how they feel alive and feel important. You don't need that, because you're comfortable just being in your own skin and just existing the way you are and being on the path to enlightenment and beauty and abundance and growth. That's how you are. And that's how I would hope that most people are on the planet. They're not. Most people on the planet, they're self-serving, and I'm sorry to say it, but it's true. They have secret or hidden agendas, and they will ask you to do their bidding for them, or ask you to do things that maybe you're not happy about doing. But don't get me wrong, there are plenty of good people on the planet, plenty. We just have to take our time and vet these people properly. We can't just take someone's word for it that everyone is a good person, because they're not. They're certainly not. People aren't. They don't have your best interest at heart. What people have is their best interest at heart, and they want to accommodate themselves. So the circle of control, when you were in the relationship, what you did is you probably contributed to the relationship, and you didn't realize that you were being controlled, and you didn't realize that there was such a thing as people actually controlling other people. There is, and that's exactly how the narcissist survives. They need to manipulate, they need to control, they need to dominate, they need to crush people. That's how they thrive. But you, being the empath, and you being not educated on narcissism at the time, you didn't even think about control, because why would you? There's no reason to. So we're in the relationship. We understand our boundaries are being pushed. We're being devastated. We're being crushed and manipulated. But we keep on fighting. We keep on spinning on that hamster wheel. We keep on working for the relationship and for the narcissist, but we don't know it. Why? Because we continue to believe that there's going to be a breadcrumb of hope, of getting back maybe to the love bomb stage, or maybe better days are ahead, of which they're not. We know that now. What it is with the narcissistic relationship, each and every day it gets worse and worse. Yes, there are good days. Yes, there are many more difficult days. And yes, each and every day involves manipulation and control. That's just how a narcissist works. That's exactly how they breathe. That's exactly what keeps them going. You being an empath, or you being the healthy individual, you don't think that way. You just believe that people should be kind and loving and polite to each other and respect each other, and just go about your life and contribute to society. That's what you believe, and that's what you should be doing. But the thing is, the narcissist sees it the opposite. You see, the narcissist can't have a peaceful, tranquil day. They can't just be. They always have to be on their cell phones, or looking for people to control or manipulate, or looking for people to take advantage of. That's what the narcissist does, and that's what they're doing right now wherever they are. So again, you're in the narcissistic relationship. You're doing things that you're not accustomed to, and you're starting to get the education, but you don't quite have it. And then you're being devalued, and then slowly you're working harder and harder, working on that hamster wheel, giving of yourself, your time, your energy, your money, your love, your effort, everything you're doing, and you're trying your best to accommodate the relationship, hoping that things will get better. They don't. Next thing you know, boom, you get discarded, or the relationship ends, or you finally had enough and you've been pushed to the brink, and you say to yourself, no, I'm done. I'm not going to do this any longer. I deserve better. I deserve to be loved and treated properly. So what happens then? That's when the relationship ends. When it ends, most likely it ends with a crash or with a thud. And what you do is you say to yourself, oh my goodness, this is it. What do I do now? My head's in the fog. I don't know what's going on. I don't know who to talk to. I don't know what just happened to me. Because a healthy relationship wouldn't end the way it ended. But with a narcissist, let's be real, the way these relationships end, they end with you being cast aside, being left alone, isolated, decimated, destroyed, trying to pick up the pieces and put together exactly what relationship you just experienced. These are some of the most difficult, trying, and cumbersome times you'll ever experience in your life. We know this now. But here's where things turn, and here's where things tend to get good after time. After the discard and after the relationship is over, what do? You're determined, you're insightful, you're resilient, you're resourceful. You want to put the pieces together, and you find channels like mine and many other channels, and you get the education, and you get the empowerment and the enlightenment. You're awakened and aware, and this is where the control turns in your favor. You see, before you met the narcissist, you were in control, like I mentioned moments ago. During the narcissistic relationship, you weren't in control because you did things to appease the relationship or appease the narcissist, or just to have a somewhat semblance of a stable relationship or healthy period of time, which we know is not true. When the deval happened in the discard, that's when you put the pieces together. You're like, oh my gosh, who does this? Who treats people like this? And that's when you understand. After much time of putting into yourself, your inner work, your due diligence, your introspection, your healing, your path, your growth, your education, after doing all these things, what do? That's when you start to slowly understand, wow, I was manipulated, I was being controlled, I was being decimated, and the person that I loved, or the person that I thought I was in love with, or the person that I thought had my back, actually was trying to destroy me the whole time, from the inception of the relationship up into and including the minute it ended. And that's a fact. So then what do? You put in more and more time, more and more work, more and more effort on yourself. The whole time you're doing this, the narcissist is just abusing other people, getting other sources of supply, and trying their best to wear that mask and manipulate, and more importantly, control new people. That's what they do, and that's what they're doing right now. But you don't do that. You see, you've now put the work in, you've put the time in, you've done your due diligence, you understand what narcissism is, and that you want nothing to do with it. And this is when the control shifts to you. This is a beautiful moment. It takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of perseverance, resilience, insight, and fortitude. But also, when you get there, you understand that you are in control. You control your destiny, your days, your future. And this is when you go no contact. This is when you block the narcissist. This is when you believe that you are fully empowered, and you are. And this is why when the narcissist attempts to hoover or tries to contact you again, you don't accept that. The reason why is because you're onto their game now. You understand what they do. You understand how they manipulate and how they destroy, and how all they want to do is take, take, take. So the control has now gone full circle, just like the thumbnail said. It's the circle of control. It went from you having it to you not having it, and working on that circle, that hamster wheel of desperation, of trying to get that breadcrumb of hope again. And then when the relationship ended, and after you put your time in, keep in mind I said after you put your time in, and your inner work and strength and healing, that's when you get control again. And that's when you can look forward to the best version of yourself possible each and every day. That's why you are thriving, that's why you are growing, and that's why you leave the narcissist in the past. You see, we were fooled, we were duped, we were manipulated, we were certainly controlled for the length of the relationship. No longer. We are now in control. The control has gone full circle, and it's now back in our hands. We owe it to ourselves to continue to move forward each and every day. We owe it to ourselves to not let this happen again, and we owe it to ourselves to protect ourselves, maintain our boundaries, and continue to be the beautiful person that we are. So guys, I hope you liked the video. I loved doing it from beautiful Costa Rica. This is Andrew. Namaste. Have a great afternoon. I will talk to you later again today. Remember, the circle of control. You had it, you lost it, you have it again. But this time, you're galvanized, you're stronger than ever. You're absolutely amazing. I love you. I'll talk to you guys soon. Be blessed. Bye-bye.